Now this video is gonna be all about power. Now let's face it, in the winter it's colder, it's rainier, you spend a huge amount of time in your van, and having onboard power is massively important. Now I have multiple sources of power in the van. I have a leisure battery, it runs off the van with a split charge, and that is really handy. However, I also do have various power sources. I have an 18 kilowatt power station, and I have the 400 watt power station, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Because if you have any sort of van, big, small, or even living out of your car, having something inside the van to be able to power things is really important. Now, if you're new to the channel, my name's Rob. I've been doing full-time van life for quite a while now, and I like to share my experiences and my views on van life with you guys on the channel. So if you haven't, please subscribe. I'd love to have you on board, and thank you to all you guys that have subscribed quite recently. I've had a nice influx and it's great to see here. So let's get on with it. Last year I reviewed an 1800 watt beast of a power station, and don't get me wrong, it's absolutely fantastic and I use it all the time, but it also lives here on my worktop and it takes up a whole load of space. Now I have something a little smaller. It's this guy. Same idea, way more compact, and it actually suits the way I live day to day in the van, or even if you're in a car. A few weeks back, I made a video on how to survive van life, or even car life. When space is tight, this power station fits that perfectly. It's compact, portable, doesn't take over your living space like my big one does here. Honestly, in a smaller van or car setup, it's exactly what you need. Now, the other thing I love is how easy this thing is to tuck away. You can slide it into a backpack, carry it around with you without anyone really noticing, and even top it up at a cafe or a friend's house very discreetly. Try doing that with an 1800 kilowatt unit. Here's the difference. The big one is powerful, but it's bulky. This 400 watt version is the grab and go solution, light enough to carry, easy to hide away, and still powerful enough for your laptop, camera, phones, and lights. It really does hit a punch if you need something to power your systems. So last week I was editing by the coast, and instead of wrestling with the bigger one, I pulled this out of my backpack, set it on the table, and I was able to work for hours whilst I watched the sun go down. It's just more flexible, especially if you're living out of a smaller space. Now, this little power station is made by AFERY. It's a 400 watt unit. It comes with everything that you will need in the box, including the charging cable and a solar panel connection, so you can charge it via solar. It comes with a single plug socket, comes with your 12 volt adapter, 2 USBs and a USB-A. So you can plug in pretty much anything that you like. So if you've got a bigger van and need to run kettles and heaters, the beast still makes loads of sense. But if you're living in your car or a smaller van and you want a lightweight, space-saving and even stealthy option, then this little 400 watt unit is a no-brainer. I'll drop the link below if you want to check it out, and we'll save you some money as well. Now, the beauty with all power stations is you can see how many hours you're going to get out of the unit when you've got something plugged in. Now, this phone is plugged in, it's drawing 6 watts, which isn't a lot, and it will give me 15 hours. So if I left this phone plugged in for 15 hours, I could charge it up for 15 hours. So here it is powering my bar heater. 68 watts coming through the system, and it would power it for 2 hours if I wanted it to. Which isn't too bad, to be honest. Not for a small 400 watt power station. It is extremely handy. Now, beyond the visual features, I don't really need to explain what these things do. Anything under 400 watts, this thing's going to run. And because it's so compact, it will fit in your bag, it will fit in your car, it will fit in your small van, and you'll be able to get power anywhere you need to without it taking up a load of your space. So here we are in the van. I'm settling down for the evening. It's cold outside, so we're going to do the final test on the power station. So I have 74% remaining on the power station, and the final test, I have my Silent Night heated throw. So I'm going to plug this in tonight and see how we do. I'm in bed for the night. I've got my throw on, plugged it in. Now the 400 watt power station, with even this low powered heating source, it would give me 2 hours approximately of constant use on full power. So that's not bad, to be absolutely honest with you. And if I was in a pinch and I needed something, this as an emergency would be awesome. Normally I would just use this for things like charging, mostly things like the laptop, my phone, that sort of thing, and not for heating sources. But at a pinch, it can be done. But I'm going to keep this on for the next hour and a half, at least. It is toasty warm. It's very cozy in here tonight, and yeah, hopefully have a good and peaceful night. Please look out for my next video coming very, very soon. I've had a little bit of a week off just recently. It's my first one since starting the channel, so hopefully you guys won't mind not seeing my face just for a week, and I'll obviously pop this one out this week, and I will catch up with you again very, very soon. Take care and have a good night. Stay warm like I am.